Hey guys, welcome back. Today is Vlogmas Day 20. If you are new here, I'm Haley. If you're not new here, welcome back. This is Haley's Design Studios. Still kind of working on the entry, so we're trying to find what works. That is part of today's vlog. So today I'm going to be talking about my goals for 2024 that I have met. Now, I didn't make a big list at the beginning of the year and stuff. I've just kind of, as the year has gone on, really realized what kind of goal I need to make and what kind of goal I didn't need to make. So the first goal is to find a community, which I did thanks to Refined Vibes. We love you, Laurie. I joined her Patreon back in like February of this past year. I've been doing weekly Zooms. I have met wonderful people. And there's about 3 that I've gotten really close with that I've now been able to like text and just, check in with them, doing, asking how they are, talking with them. And I actually did something for one of my friends, which I'm still working on. It's Lana, Cool Beans Crochet on Instagram. She made a tiny chick. Well, I made one. And then, I saw where Oak and Marlowe, had a tiny chick inside an egg. And I was like, I think it was Oak and Marlowe. Or that's where the idea has started to come from, the tiny chick. Now, further on, there's several creators. I don't think it's Oak and Marlowe. Somebody else has one. But anyways, I got this idea when I saw Oak and Marlowe's pattern. They have a mama chick that's got the inside where eggs come out. And I had a vendor friend at my last market tell me that if I brought one, that's one thing that would sell. Because a lot of people like chickens. And I'm actually going to make one because I have a vendor friend who I just finished her custom order. I do not have everything yet, but this goes into it. So my vendor friend gave me my first custom order. Well, I say my first custom. My big custom order. I made Minnie! And if you know me, I'm a die-hard Christmas person. I'm a character person. That is my crochet passion. I do a lot of Pokemon. I do a lot of things. I recently went and bought patterns to make Moana, to make Anna and Elsa. I bought a snuggler to make the old Steamboat Willie. Yes, I cannot wait. This year is going to be the year of characters for me. I cannot wait to bring those to my booth because I have so many regular customers in my local town. Their daughters love what I make. They are constantly wanting something new. They loved, whose was it? Somebody on the Refines Patreon came out with, hey, I got the pattern test for it, and one of my local people bought it, so that started us off this year. So, but this is going out. I cannot wait. But anyways, this lady that got this custom order, her daughter has autism. She has bought something for me every market she sees me at. And she's always so, supportive. She's like, if she doesn't have time, she's always like, as soon as I get time, when my son gets here, either he's coming to buy something for her or I will be back. And I'm like, okay. And so she is one of the nicest people. So when they gave me the idea of that, I was like, you know what? That would be perfect for her. She is my one that and it's going to be a little surprise. I'm going to have it at my market. I'm going to have a chicken basket, a mama chicken. And then I'm going to have hay. And then when you pick her up, the eggs come out. And I'm going to have little mini chicks from Alana's pattern in there. I can't wait. I just cannot wait, y'all. I went on a pattern buying spree. So I bought lots of stuff to get that creative itch going. That was one of my goals for 2025. I said if I did well my December market in 2025. I was going to go and support a whole bunch of other creators, and I was going to go buy a whole bunch of patterns that I've had on my list that I want to make. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this. There's still one more I got to get. I just haven't bought it yet. But that one's a surprise. That one I can't mention yet, because it just came out. But anyways, so hey guys, we had to relocate to the craft room. So, I was talking about before, the goals that I had for 2024. So, not only with coming to markets, I got to do two-day markets this year, which both of them brought me over $1,000 in profit. Well, $1,000 in profit. So I was really excited about that. I took that money, I reinvested into my business and some like other expenses, like school expenses. I put like a little money towards that and a little money towards this, you know, things that I had bought. I also bought yarn that I wanted. And as y'all can see over there, that whole thing is my yarn storage over there. You cannot see all of it because I have my box of stuffing, a Premier box, and that bag of stuffing that I took with me to a market. So, instead of just putting that stuffing back in a box, I just left it in that zip bag so I could just zip it back up. So, and just get yarn out of it as I need to. Also, this year I was doing a lot of patterns, and as I got to doing more patterns, I realized what I kind of had envisioned, because when October came around, well, I guess it wasn't October, it's more like August, I really started working on a spire body. I have my original body here to show you. I do not have any of my spires that I can actually show you. But this was the original. So the head and the body, no, it's this way. The head and the body, I think. See, this is one thing I realized, like, with this, like, I couldn't tell which was the up part, which one was the bottom part. I think, looking at it, this is the way I had it. So, but the head and the body was the same size, and so what I did was, I decreased, like, I took away one round of increases, and I think I took away, like, one round of the, single crochets, the crocheters round, took one of those out, and then, but with my pattern, and I don't think a lot of people realize this, I wanted it standing, so that means the leg has to go here. I mean, they have to be, like, straight down. They can't be flat out. So, a lot of people get that confused, and which is fine. That's completely fine. I had a lot of errors in my patterns. I got it pattern tested. Got it put out as a free pattern on my Instagram. So, if you're not following me and you want a cool spire pattern, go follow me and go check it out. I'll have my Instagram name linked right here for y'all. So that was one of my goals, was to put out a pattern test. Also, another pattern I get asked about at my markets by a few of the other crocheters that I have met is my octo pattern. And I've told the girls that have asked me, I said, listen, I do not put that out there. I eventually want to get it put out there as a free pattern, but I mean, I don't do anything special to mine. The only thing I think that makes mine a little bit different than a few of the others is the way my legs sink in. Because of the way I do my rounds, when I get down to the bottom, I do that decrease of 8, so it leaves me with 8 stitches. So I'm literally chaining out, going back up the chain, slip stitching into that stitch, going into the next one. And I think that's really what gives mine the difference, because my octo, all the legs look like synced in. They're not all like out. So I think that's one thing that makes my octo pattern a little bit differently So maybe in 2025, maybe I'll put that out. I don't know. There's a lot of octo patterns out there, and I'm just like, do I really want to? So, because I mean, anybody can make an octo at this point. There's so many variations. There's so many out there. I think every creator just about has an octo pattern that has made one. So, that's just my take on it. Also, I get asked about my bees. And I tell everybody else that my bees aren't anything special. There's just nothing special. I am going to tweak it just a little bit. Most people who do the wings sewed on, their wings are like this. When you, like, instead of them being like this, they're like this. I think I'm going to change mine to like this and crochet them in the rounds instead of sewing them on. I think I am going to do that, so that's one of my goals for next year. But like this year with my pattern testing, I was looking at those, and I was like, I don't know if I want to put those out. But then spider pattern came along, and that's what I ended up going with. And because of that, I ended up getting a lot more followers. So in this last year, I wanted to do a crochet retreat. Unfortunately, that did not happen because of timing. One was because I was already going to be off for a market, so I couldn't do the other one even though a spot had opened up. And then the other one with Refined Vibes Crochet Retreat, I was not able to go because my brother-in-law was getting married that weekend. So, I was not able to go to either one of those. But in 2025, March of 2025, I will be able to go on Stacy at Stacy Makes here on YouTube. I will be going on her crochet retreat. I've got the deposit, so now I just gotta pay the rest of my amount. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not even gonna lie. That's in March, and since I'm a teacher, it's during my spring break, so I'm pretty pumped about that. And with the way my school does it, we also get an extra week off. So I come back on a Sunday, and then I'm off all that next week, and I'm like, yes. So when I come back, I'll be able to like put away everything and just have a week to get back in the routine before we start the last half of that school year. I'm not ready for it. It's been pretty rough. What else? Oh, I reached 100 followers on Instagram. Let me check and give y'all the total where I'm at now. I'm at 157 followers. So my goal for next year is 300. I have two goals. 300, then 500. So I'm giving myself two goals, so if I meet one, I can keep working towards the other. But the main goal is to hit 300, which I'm already halfway there, a little over halfway. So there's that. What else? I want to do more pattern tests this upcoming year. I got 2 pattern tests. Reese the reindeer from Stitch and Fables. So this was one that I got to test. It was really cute. I got the pattern test Ray the swinging rabbit. I got the pattern test Vivian the swinging frog, and I don't think I have a picture on my Instagram, but I did get to test Daxton the swinging duck from Endless Yarn. All the swinging animals that I've shown you is from Endless Yarn. If you want something that's quick and easy, go go check out her patterns. Her swinging patterns. They're awesome. I did get to test the pumpkin, which is... I got to test the zombie pumpkin from Foodie Crafty on Instagram, Melissa. So I pattern test this one, then I went and made that one. So there's that. And then I think that's it. And then here's my spider. This is the first one I made. I have sold all 3 of the spider. Well, I've made 4. This is the only spider I have left. He is unfortunately in my booth, and I don't know why he hasn't sold. Come the beginning of the year, I'm going to pull a few things and put them in mystery bags and kind of mark them down a few dollars just to clear out inventory for some of these things. So, I have my spiders priced at $25 or $20. I can't quite remember what I put them at. I think it was $20 because I did a bigger one in Burnett for $40 and it sold. Like, no hesitation, they bought it. So, which was at my October market. Oh, and then I had the privilege of testing some other chickens. This is not a very good photo. These photos did not turn out the way I wanted them to. I didn't realize it when I was editing these photos. But I did get to test these chickens, and there's 3 different sizes. They have a small, a medium, and a large. And I absolutely love these. That's about it. That I've gotten to do that was on my list was to, you know, test 5 different patterns, which I did get to do, which met my goal. This next year, I want to double that. I want to test 10 patterns. I want to put out 2 patterns this coming up year. I want to do, another, like, raffle. I got to do one for a giant Pokemon I made, and it was really nice. So I want to do that. But that is it for my goals. I will be posting on Instagram, like, my official goals. And coming in January, I'm going to go actually do a side-by-side of some things that I did in 2024. And some things I want to do better in 2025. Or like my goals that I did in 2024 and my goals I did in 2025. Once the new year has arrived, I am officially on Christmas break. My last day was Friday. So that is that. I have my first market for 2025 set. It is April the 11th and 12th. It's a 2-day. It's the spring 2-day of that market that I normally do. I do that market every time. That market brings me so much joy. I literally cannot tell you how much joy that market brings me. I've done it since December of last year, and I've done it ever since, and it's amazing time. The coordinators are awesome. They are just the sweetest people. And so coming into this next year, I do want to do, if I can get a Comic-Con to come this way, and like it fit my target audience and I can get enough prep for it, I would love to do one of those, but I don't know if that's going to be in the budget for me this year. We will see. That will be after spring. That's one thing I'm going to put my money from spring towards, is to do that. But if not, I'll go ahead and pay for the October market, be ready to sell. So with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video as I talked about some goals that I have and some goals I want to make better this coming up year, some things that I've done, and some things I could do better. That video will come in January of things I need to do better this next year, which will start off with taxes. Starting January 1st, I'm going to go in high and deep. Anything I buy for the business, I'm going to write down in a book, and I'm going to do it that way, and I'm going to keep all my receipts. I'm going to get me a Ziploc bag. I'm going to put my receipts in there. Gas. which I probably won't do gas. I'll probably do mileage from my starting to my ending, and mileage from there and back. And then doing it that way, keeping up with things. This was my first full year of markets and just enjoying things. So there's that. But anyways, if you like this video, hit the button that looks like this, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below what your goal for 2025 is. Bye guys.